Hey guys, once again, welcome to another edition of the Therapy Room. We are live and loud right here from Ministry of DJs. Of course, if this is your first time watching the show, please head on down to our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, subscribe, like, leave us a positive comment, guys. We certainly hope you guys are staying safe and staying sane in the brand new 2022. In this week's episode, I'm very pleased to have on the show a very good buddy of mine who runs Ministry of DJs. He's a fellow DJ himself. So without further ado, guys, bringing him live on cam, and I'm going to make my way to that chair over there. Please put your hands together and welcome my man, Jeremy Gemstarr. Okay, let me make my way over to the chair that you have set for me. What's up, bro?
All good. You okay there?
Big shout out to Sean who's handling the back end. Welcome to the therapy room in your own therapy room. I know you are doing this for all the DJs out there. There's only one rule here, bro. Just be yourself.
Okay.
No need to. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, nothing. Just
no
be.
problem.
Who's Jeremy? I want people to see the real Jeremy. And we're just here to talk cock and then hear you play some music, lah.
Okay. Thanks for having me on.
Bro, what have you been up to lately? Let's tell the viewers first.
Okay. Let's talk about during the CB period. So we were closed for like 3 months. Then things start to go well again. So it was like business went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. So it's like back 5 packs, 2 packs, 8 packs, 5 packs. You know, this has been going on for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years, right? Okay, and I mean, I had my limitations. If the regulations are as such, I can't really do anything. See, so I just make use of this entire time to build a brand. You know, create content, social media awareness, create what's that word to use? Create value. Create value for ourselves. You know, create interest as well. Okay, so during this entire COVID period, we have been doing live streams, DJ live streams every Friday, Saturday night. I think we are into our.
I think it's called Keep Clubbing Alive, right?
Yeah, hashtag
Hashtag
keep clubbing,
Keep Clubbing
alive.
Alive.
Okay, I launched this initiative so that I want people to know, or rather, let the authorities know that the nightlife people are still around.
We are still around.
Yeah, we are still around, and I hope that you know with all these regulations somehow or other, you know, the rules can be relaxed a little bit, you know, so that we can go back to our normal lives. So I've been DJing for 21 years already, and this, I mean, you yourself as well, you know, it's the first time that
We are experiencing something like that.
yeah, you know, it's it's a phenomenal global phenomenon. You know, we can't blame anybody. Yeah, so I mean, most DJs that I know pivoted to other stuff, and for me, uh, I felt that I can't give up DJing because it's in my blood already. You know, and for Ministry of DJs, it's also I've been working on it since day one, and definitely I'm 100% not giving up on it. Yeah, so back to the live streams again. So let me talk about what I achieved during this COVID period. Okay, the number one achievement I had was being verified on Facebook. You know, the blue tick. Yeah. So one of those days whereby I got up with a hangover. You know, then it just hit me, hey, why not try get verified on Facebook? So I just submit the application, you know that, and to my surprise, right, and I'm very thankful also, my lucky stars. Okay, and I'm very lucky that I got a reply within half an hour from Facebook saying that I am verified.
Nice.
Or rather, Ministry of DJs is verified. So, wow, that was one of the biggest achievement I had during this COVID period. And I think the second one was um, getting a Beatport and Beatsource partnership.
Yes, that is very new, right? You were talking to us about
Yes.
this. Share more with us, bro.
Okay, Beatport is actually the largest online music store in the world for DJs, and they actually approached us. I think in October last year. So I was dealing with this guy, marketing guy from based in Hong Kong. You know, Beatport is a global thing. You see, so they have marketing managers in different regions of the world. So I got in touch with this guy from Beatport based in Hong Kong. So we start speaking, Zoom meetings, after meetings and all that. So and finally, 2 3 weeks ago, I managed to sign the contract. Okay, so I feel that this thing is a very big thing for Ministry of DJs. Okay, because number one, we are so-called Beatport certified.
Nice.
Because so Beatport is going to launch this thing, Beatport certified thing. Okay, and what I was told is that there are only 25 DJ schools in the world that are certified
Nice.
by Beatport.
And MODJs is one of them.
We are so lucky that I also
representing Singapore, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that Ministry of DJs is actually one of them. Okay, so what this partnership is all about, right, is actually us as a DJ school giving out promo codes, or rather free trials, 3-month free trials, okay, on the Beatport and Beatsource link.
Okay.
I mean, if you are DJ, you would know what is a Beatport link and what is a Beatsource link. Okay, it's just as simple as having the Beatport or Beatsource library in your Serato or record box, so you can actually play from their specific genres lah. So in each genre crate, right, you can have a drop down. They got the top 100 this month, top 100.
All the subs.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting for DJs. It's a streaming service, of course. Yeah. So we are able to give students 3 months free trial. On top of the 1 month free trial, they have it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
They have it now online. So the advantages of joining Ministry of DJs as a student, right? You get to enjoy. Can I flex, David?
Of course.
Okay, let me start with the record pools. Okay, first we have Beatport, Beatsource, and Club Killers. So Beatport and Beatsource, we have 3 months free trial on the Beatport link and Beatsource link, and Club Killers we have free 30 days. Okay, and now software. Okay, we have 10% off Serato software. Okay, Serato, of course, you guys should know. It's the mainstream DJ software that most DJ use, and we have up to 40% off Ableton.
Nice.
Okay, Ableton is a DAW, digital audio workstation. Okay, it's used for music production. So we are partners with Serato and Ableton as well. These two are big names. In the DJ world, they are really, really big names. Okay.
Oh, did I forget to plug the charger in?
Yeah, I think you forgot to plug the charger.
Never mind. Sean, have me plug in the charger.
Thank you very much, Sean. Okay, now let's talk about equipment. Okay, we have Pioneer DJ. Okay, students will get certain percentage off selected DJ equipment. Okay, and right now we have UDG as well. Okay, UDG is actually ultimate DJ gear. Okay, it's actually DJ bags, DJ bag, DJ cases, flight cases, blah blah blah. You okay, Sean? Okay. Yeah, so that is the hardware segment of the so-called perks that we have for students who sign up with us.
Nice.
I think, is that all? Let me check. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all for the perks part.
So Ministry of DJs has been keeping you very busy. I am pretty sure because we have been doing a lot of live streams here with you,
Yes.
with corporate events and stuff. Now, let me jog your memory. You are a DJ yourself,
Yes.
21 years in the industry.
Mhm.
Let's go back to the time when you just started.
Oh,
How did Jeremy turn into Gemstarr? How did music enter your life? I always ask all the artists this because I want you to go back to the time where it was all passion. Put money aside, bro.
yeah.
We was all passion. We all started with passion. How did your journey start as a DJ?
Okay, my journey started as not a pro DJ, but or rather, I started to, to be interested and want to learn was, I think, in 99 or 2000. I forgot. Okay, but definitely I was old enough to enter a club. Okay, so back in the days, okay, in Muhammad Sultan Road, there was this club called.
Kids out there that don't know Muhammad Sultan, it used to be the shit, man. It really used to be the shit.
It used to be the Clark Key, you know. Okay, so back in those days in Muhammad Sultan, in the early 2000s, there was this club in at Robertson Walk, Oba and Double O. Okay, the reason why I go to Oba and Double O is simply because cheap booze.
I think it used to be $3 drinks and $12 jugs.
Yes,
right.
correct. And the best part is all drinks are premium pour. And you have the Carlsberg draft, which is like $3 only. Yeah, so the premium pour was like, Hennessy Absolute, I think. Bombay Sapphire, Jim Beam, the premium house pours. Yeah, so it was $3 a glass, $12 a jug, and $60 will get you piss drunk, and you can even grab a taxi home.
Yes.
Okay, so I was patronizing that club pretty often because of the cheap drinks. So I was listening to the DJ. The DJ there at that time was Jeff O.
Yes.
Okay, so I was always thinking why there is no pause in between the music. So because at that time we had iPods, so at the end of every track, the music will stop, and then the next music will come on. So I was pretty curious. So I was standing beside the DJ booth, watching, observing the DJ. So of course, as time passed by, we became friends. So I was there almost every day, 7 days. So we got to know each other. Start to hang out and all that. So I started to know how to count beats. At that point of time, they were using the DN 4500.
Dual CD player, man.
Yeah, and a remote. Okay, it's pretty old school. So at that point of time, they were using CDs. Okay, so he taught me how to count. Jeff O. Okay, taught me how to count beats and bars. So that got the interest in me. So at that point of time, right, there wasn't YouTube.
Nothing.
There wasn't Facebook. Okay, and I went to research on the internet. That time Yahoo was huge, so I was researching DJ. So I found this DJ software, Native Instrument, Tractor. Okay, so I downloaded the software. Of course, I did not know how to use it, so I just mess around with the entire software for like weeks until I got so familiar with it. I know how to mix with it using a mouse only. Okay, so that's how I got to know how to DJ. In theory. Okay, so it was when I got my first pair of turntables. It was from Razak. Okay, it was a Technics 1200 Mark II and a Vestex 06. Okay, at the point of time, we had Serato already. Scratch Live. Okay, so I bought the Scratch Live interface as well. So I got a whole setup at home. 2 turns, Scratch Live, MacBook, and the Vestex 06 mixer. So that's when I start to practice at home. So I just mess with the mixer, Serato. Honestly, at that point of time, I really did not know how to mix properly and all that. So I was messing around with the mixer and the turntables like 4 or 5 hours a day. Okay, and at that point of time, I remember I just finished NS, so I'm jobless lah. So
But I think DJing is the best job during army, man. Because you book out Friday, Saturday, you can go and do gigs and make some extra money.
no, wait, sorry. I haven't entered army yet.
haven't.
Sorry, and I haven't entered army yet, and I was jobless because I was still finishing my
Studies,
poly. Yeah. So I think army is later on. I'll tell you the army story later on. Okay. So I went to I was in Singapore Poly. So I was working part time in the bowling alley and all that. And at night, okay, I would actually go to a clubs, right? And at one point of time, Jeff O left Oba already. So he was like one night stand. So when he was at one night stand, he allowed me to play.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's just for fun, because they have the comedy or live band. I forgot already. Live band DJ or something like that. So the DJ segment was only half an hour. So half an hour, attack lah. So I just play all the, big hits. At that point in time, was Shakira and all that thing. The reggaeton thing was going. Yeah. So that was my actually first experience playing live. Well, I do not know what it got into me, but I managed to talk on the mic.
Yeah, I think it's a big thing here in Singapore. Some DJs, they are very afraid of the microphone.
Yeah.
And then some of them overdo it. If we all know DJs who overdo it, and we all know DJs who are super afraid. Like some of the interviews we do, the guys, I say, hey, bro, bring the mic closer. The guy will be like, I'm like, why are you so afraid of the mic? So it's a thing. Like I spoke to some of the older DJs also. Microphone was part of the DJ
Yeah,
life,
correct.
right? And I'm glad you picked it up, lah. You were saying?
I think it just came to me, because I think one of the nights Jeff was in the toilet or something, and the band was signaling
Take over.
and I had to do it lah, I had to introduce a band. I forgot what's the band name really. At one extent I forgot, but I think it was a pretty good band. Yeah, so I just got on the mic, just announce and wow, say, hey bro, okay. Okay, so that was my first live experience. Okay, moving on. My next live experience was I was hired as a part-time DJ at this club called DXO.
Okay, yes.
DXO, before that it was called Embassy. Correct? So during Embassy days, Effen was there, the X2, Zushan, and all that were there. So after it became DXO, it became an NTUC club, right? Yeah, so they hired me as a part-time DJ. So that was my so-called first residency. So I was there for 1 year. And that same year, okay, backtrack a little bit. I came out from army, and I played weekend gigs lah, here and there.
Everybody did,
Yeah.
bro. Everybody.
Yeah, so
That's how we hustle, lah.
yeah, so after I left army, I was in DXO. So I was 1 year there, and I was quite surprised. It took me by surprise. Emery Hugo offered me a contract in Double O. And I got to thank these three people. Oli, Razak, and Jeff. And one more, Herman. Yeah, DJ Smokey. So they were the ones who believed in me, and they gave me an opportunity to play in a big room. I mean, DXO was a big room, but Double O was an even bigger room. Okay, the dance floor could easily fill 500, 600. If you have been to the OOO, you have known how big the dance floor was, and you never get this huge dance floor anywhere except Zouk or Maki now. Okay, and I was given the honor, and at that point of time, it did not occur to me how to hold dance floor and all that. So I just took for granted, I just whack and huge track after huge track after huge track. You see, so I just took for granted lah, because every night was a good night then. People would line up, the whole of Muhammad Sultan Road would be filled with queues and all that. Newsroom bar, O-bar, Double O, everywhere was packed with queues, and people are willing to pay $5 extra to join the express queue. Okay, so that was my second live experience. So I was resident at Double O, O-bar. So at that point in time, I had to play like 2 sets a night. Opening set at O-bar, and the last set at Double O, which is upstairs. So that was my second live experience. After which, when the Robertson Walk outlet closed, we had to move to Queen Street. So Double O closed in 2011. Double O Robertson Walk closed in 2009 and moved to Queen Street in the same year, okay, and it closed in 2011, okay, for certain reasons lah, because I think residents were complaining and all that, so no choice, the Double O had to close. So I would say my career skyrocketed, okay, when Double O closed. Believe it or not, okay, I was hired after Double O. I was hired by Massive. Okay, Massive at that point in time was the biggest lifestyle or nightlife entertainment group in Singapore. They owned the most clubs and they were running the most clubs, and yeah. So at that point of time, they went to Life Brands, and they took over Zirka. Okay, so I became resident of Zirka, and I think from then on, my career just skyrocketed.
And
Yes.
you were before pre-COVID. You were with Bang Bang. You were doing slots with Bang Bang.
Yeah, Bang Bang, Empire,
Empire.
One, Yang, Ultimate, One Altitude, and
And how
yeah.
different was it hopping venues rather than like? Because I've been a resident for
Yeah.
10 years with Selavi and Kudeta, and of course you get complacent. You know, you get
Yeah.
you get very accustomed to the room, and you don't want to play out. A lot of the resident DJs are like that, you know. So how was it for you? Like, you know Bang Bang is like that. You know what will work there. But
Yeah.
then the following day I will send you to Ultimate, for example, which is a completely different vibe.
Correct.
How do DJs, or what is your advice? How do I adapt? How do DJs adapt to this kind of changes? Because let's say Titanium works in Bang Bang, Titanium might not work in Ultimate.
Yeah,
For
correct,
just for
correct.
example,
Yeah,
guys, those who love Titanium, I apologize.
Ewa.
Ewa. But it might work, it might not work. So how do you go in as a DJ? Like a lot of newbies, they just go in like what you say. I whack.
Yeah.
That's what I do. But how do you feel a room, bro? How do you feel a room that's different?
Can you pick out this one?
It's okay lah. Yeah, they're doing some
Yeah,
renovation
drilling
works lah.
upstairs. Okay. Okay, for me, it comes through years of experience. Okay, I get to play for different sort of crowds. We have for example, Oba. Okay, it's the hip hop, R&B sort of vibe. You know, um, I have to, play to their vibe. You know, those grooving, bum and grind, opening set type of sound. And then when I go to Double O, which is upstairs, it's a totally different thing. It's a dance club. So it's at that point of time, it was commercial stuff like the 128 BPM stuff. It was like Flow Rider, Low, and Black Eyed Peas. I got a feeling along that line. So commercial is easy to pick up, okay. But what happens if you get thrown into a room whereby whatever you play, whatever knowledge you have, okay, and you use that knowledge to play and it don't work out. That is the problem. Okay, how do you identify what sort of music? You can play the biggest track, you can play Titanium,
And it still doesn't work.
and instead people don't dance. What are you going to do? I always challenge myself to play stuff that people don't know, so that they would groove to things that they don't know rather than play things that they know, and it will just repeat week in and week out. But sometimes, right, you have no choice.
Anthem is an anthem lah.
Yeah, you have DJs will have a good night, they have a bad night. No, regardless, playing clubs is not playing in festivals. Festivals, people are there to party. Their mindset is, just
I
there.
bought the ticket. I'm here to have fun.
Yeah, when the drop comes, everybody will just jump. But in the club, it's different. Okay, some people are being dragged there by their friends. Some people are just there to chill. Some people are there to party. There are so many people, so many type of people to deal with. And how are you going to look at the floor and feel the room and know what to play? That one, I think, can't be taught. Okay, it's just a gut feeling. For example, like you play half an hour straight of EDM. Big tracks, David Guetta, Hardware and all that. Half an hour, dance floor start to die. You see people start clearing the floor, podium, people start coming down. What are you going to do? See, I think it comes through experience. Okay, for me, for example, If people get bored of EDM, I'll just change to hip hop lah. And what track to play is also another thing. You see, I mean, you can play the slow rap like the Drake stuff, and people will scream. You know, but I'm talking from me playing at Bang Bang perspective. But if you drop it at somewhere else, like for example, One or Yang, it might not work.
It might not work, yeah.
Yeah, so every track you play is a risk. Okay, so how do I go about handling this sort of situation? Is very simple. It's all experience.
Test water.
Yeah, you have to dare to, you know, and you must have that confidence, right? Whereby you drop the fader and people will sing you know, the lyrics. People will sing. You must have that confidence. You don't have that confidence, right? I think that you are not ready to handle a club or dance floor. Yeah.
Which I feel like I will talk to you about this later, because a lot of students that come out from the DJ school, right, they immediately think they are ready for a club. You know, and no disrespect to all the students. I mean, there's a journey. Everybody has a journey.
Yeah, there's a journey.
Back then, when we were growing up, I think there were very few DJ schools, and right now there's a massive loads of schools.
Yeah.
And big shout out to all the DJ schools. No disrespect to everybody, but I think there has to be a learning phase where you slowly come into the clubs and play. A lot of the youngsters I know, bro, they have played in Zouk. In my entire life, I've never played in Zouk, except for a private event. But there are people who are 6 months into the industry and are having main nights at Zouk, because obviously of their DJ school contact or the collective that they are in.
Yes.
And I think it's not just going there and just whacking the tunes, bro. It's understanding the craft of doing it. Like when you play house music or hip hop music, you know, it's not just banger after banger. It's a flow, lah.
It's
bro.
a flow. You tell
know?
a story.
Yeah. Especially for warm up DJs, I feel like, you know, if you can do a warm up and get people dancing, I think you completely understand what DJing is.
Yep.
You know? Okay, bro. One of the most important things that we speak about in the therapy room, right, bro, it's about mental and emotional health, because we don't talk to one another enough.
Correct.
Whenever I come here, I ask you, hey, bro, how are you doing? You know, there's a lot of things to bitch about. Of course, there are a lot of regulations here in Singapore. But I want to ask you honestly, how have you been coping with whatever that's been going on? Our hands, legs are all tied. You know, there are no clubs open. People can't even hire DJs for events at one point of time. How have you been coping? Your mental state, your emotional state. You got a DJ school to run. You got a team of people to you know,
take care of, yeah.
and, you know, get them all on the same energy. How has it been like for you, bro?
Okay. Honestly, at one point of time, I was really mentally defeated because a bulk of my income, right, comes in from the clubs where I DJ at. So I would say 90% of the income comes from the club. And for my income to go from 100% to 0% overnight, right, it's very taxing on me, because I've got a lot of things to pay for. Yeah, my bills and, you know, and all that. But at that point of time, I thought, wow, this was it, man. I think I need, I really need to do something else. But then again, what can I do? You know, so I wouldn't say depressed. I would say I was down. I mean, not depressed until I want to commit suicide, lah. I was just down, and I was drinking every day.
We are not promoting alcohol, by the way, but
I was drinking almost every day during the circuit breaker, and I knew it would take a toll on my health if I continue like this, you know. So, but you know, it's a thing, you know. If you know, you know, lah. Okay. So I was drinking every day. I was brooding over it. Why this? But I was into this phase for, I think, a good 1 month. Yeah. So, and after that, right, I just somehow or rather, I just snapped out of it, lah. Because we had nothing to do. We need to stay indoors. We can't go out. So I just had to snap out of it, lah. You know, so I asked myself actually, what can I do? you know, to to move forward and sustain the income and all that. So that was when I thought, hey, since I have Ministry of DJs left, I do something about it lah. So I occupy myself every day with thinking how to improve or how to build the brand bigger and further. So yeah, so I think that part of me, right, that put all my energy into working here, got me out of that hole lah. You know, so I think not only for me. I mean, my advice to everybody is if you if you have to do something else really out of the blue or out of ordinary, right? You need to do it to survive, because you can't think that, clubs will open soon. It will open. It will open. I'm telling you, it will not open soon, and that is the fact. And you, everybody knows that it won't open anytime soon. So we have to do something. We have to make something or build something somewhere else already. And very thankfully that Ministry of DJs is still doing good. You know, because during this period of time, a lot of people work from home, and they have a lot of time on their hands. And when they have a lot of time on their hands, they want to pick up new skill. Yeah, so that was one of the good things, good things that happened during this COVID period.
But was it challenging for you? Because I'm going to pick up a skill that is redundant because the clubs are closed.
Mhm.
There are no events. DJs are not performing anywhere. So me as a newbie coming to pick up DJing, thinking that I want to play in Ibiza or something like that.
Mhm.
Was it tough for you guys during like the circuit breaker period or the whole pandemic period to get students and explain to them like, hey, this can be a hobby, because we all started off as
Yeah,
a hobby, right?
correct.
That's what we're trying to imply and give other people the like our guidance lah.
Mhm.
Was it difficult for you guys?
I don't think so, because again, thankfully, the inquiries just come in.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, they just come in and um, inquire about lessons. I mean, until to date, right? There's not even one inquiry asking, like, hey, can they play in clubs and all that. So I believe that mindset when they come here is to
It's a hobby lah.
pick up a new skill.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so that's what I feel. Yeah, and also we have been doing schools workshop also, and I mean the school's direction is they can break up into different types. Okay, one is enrichment, two life skills, and three they do it as a module itself.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean thankfully I have the schools lah during this period, and the schools has been helping us, to keep afloat or these 2 years.
Nice.
And again, I would like to thank God and my lucky stars. I love you, Jesus.
Okay, bro. So, what is the end goal or the journey that you want Ministry of DJs to go? Like I will ask you two parts to this question. One is, as personally as Gemstarr, as a DJ that we all know in the industry, what do you think in 10 years your dream or your desire would be? And also for the school, where would you like to take it? What do you think it's gonna be in the future, bro?
Okay, for me as a DJ, of course I can't DJ my entire life, but of course there are DJs that do. Actually, until today I haven't thought of it. Okay, as long as I'm still here with Ministry of DJs, I don't think I'll go anywhere. Okay, my long-term goal for Gemstarr is to, probably leave behind a legacy, and people will know me as the face of Ministry of DJs.
You are the face, eh? Everybody knows you are the face.
Yeah lah. I mean, I've got other people also, ma.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So, for Ministry of DJs, I think I want to go global.
Take it to the next level.
Yes, take it to the next level because what I feel, right, every business needs to build a brand. Okay, and when you have the brand, people will be interested to buy.
Yes.
So I think that's my direction for Ministry of DJs. Uh, to the fact that we have, I mean, not to be Howlian or what lah, but I think our credentials are there.
Yeah. I think when everybody wants to pick up a DJing class, they type on Google and Ministry of DJ comes up at the top. And I personally would like to give a big shout out to the guys from Ministry of DJ and Jeremy himself for keeping the music alive. It's very important at this time. A lot of people forget it. Our seniors, bro, a lot of them I talk to, bro, come jam no lah, bro, I don't want lah. But
Yeah.
you are keeping it alive, and there are people here who have been in the industry for years. They're all on the pictures behind, and you are keeping them together, and that's why I'm very thankful for you to for keeping the music alive. And I wish you and the school all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on the show. Before we go,
Before we go.
I want to ask you, at the top of your head, bro, at the top of your head, Gemstarr has been around for 21 years. We always like to end the interview on a high. Bro, what is your top 3 favorite gigs that you have ever done in your life?
Top 3.
Top 3. At the top of your head. Don't need to go in detail. Just say, this day with this artist, whatever.
Okay, number 1 was with the LMFAO crew at Zerka. That was number 1. Number 2 was with Bang Bang, Clinton Sparks.
Okay.
Actually, I got a few, no.
Just say that,
Clinton
bro.
Sparks.
Yeah, this is what I want. I want to reignite.
I played with Jaru. I played with Soldier Boy. Although I'm not a hip hop DJ, but I was tasked to do the opening. Okay, and probably Manik, the one that did the DJ that did Bella Ciao and Dada Life. Yeah, so I think that was one of the.
Before we cut the interview off and invite this gentleman on a set, I want to rewind. We're not going to end the interview anytime soon. There are a lot of things that happen in the industry, and you are one to always call them out. I'm also one to always call them out because we cannot stand bullshit. And there's a lot of discrimination between the young, the old, technology, no technology, matchstick, computer, USB,
Cassette tape.
Cassette tape and all that. What irritates you, bro? Like, why do you think people are like that? Why do you think other DJs, like, bro, we are all DJs. We should help one another. Footballers help one another, rather than
Correct.
talking cock about them. Why do you think our industry is such? And our industry is so small, no? It's very small. And then you hear these fellas say this thing about this thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. Why do you feel it's like that? And how do you think we can overcome this, bro?
Okay, for me, I'm not hating on anybody. Okay, I need to say first, don't hate on me, don't flame me. Okay, this is my personal opinion, and I mean, older DJs have their own mindset, which I don't blame. You see, but if you want to move on in this industry, I think you need to, number 1, adapt. Embrace technology, because technology is there and it's going to be the future. If you're going to be stuck on vinyls, good luck to you.
You might as well use typewriter and send letter, right?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Pigeon.
Pigeon.
Yeah. So if you don't embrace technology and you are not moving on, you play the same set over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, I think at this point of time, at this era, especially COVID, I think more or less, right, again, I'm not hating, your career will be over. Okay, maybe if you are a club DJ before COVID, maybe after COVID, you might be going back to events, and all that, because right now, club look at DJs, what they can value at. That's the truth. That's the fact. That's the facts of life now, lah. The club owners always look at what value can the DJ bring. So, I mean, every industry has their haters and all that, but I think I'm not talking about specifically older or younger DJs hating on each other or what, but I think as a collective, as an industry, or rather community. Okay, industry is a big word lah. I think DJ is a very small community, and I think if we don't like start moving forward as a community in a sense whereby, you know, undercutting is area. I'm talking about undercutting. Okay, if you don't move forward, like, you know your own value, and if this DJ charge 1K and you charge like $100, you know, we won't move on. So again, my advice, right, to the younger DJs, right, is if you do not know how to deal with DJ rates, approach agencies like AOS or myself. You know, I run a agency as well. So let the agency handle the tech rider, the rates and all that. So in this way, right, you can create demand for yourself. You know, rather than if the club come direct to you and you do not know how to charge and all that, I think the industry would just either be stagnant or, you know, it will just pull down. Because I'm telling you now, everybody, young, all the young DJs or old DJs out there, if you are $100 DJ, you'll be $100 DJ for your life. It's the truth. I'm telling you, it's the truth. Okay.
But I think nobody teaches all this. So I'm glad that you said this, because in one of my previous shows, I was asking about pricing, because I used to deal with a lot of DJs sending me their, their bio and all that. And some of them, for 1 hour, they'll be charging 2K. Local Singaporean DJ. And I'm like, bro, I also want to earn 2K for 1 hour. So I'm glad that there is an outlet where you guys say, okay, come and speak to us and we will advise you accordingly. Because some of the clubs or management, right, bro, they will approach the DJ directly.
Correct.
And if no one is going to teach these youngsters or even new coming DJs who might be 50 years old about the price range here in Singapore, they will just hantam lah, or maybe even do it for free.
Yeah, correct.
I've had DJs say, bro, I can play for you for $50, bro, in my club, and I'm like, no lah, bro, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not. You don't need to belittle yourself and whatnot. There is a industry standard, and
Correct.
I'm very glad that you mentioned this, because a lot of people ask me, hey, how did this $200 pricing come along?
Yeah.
It's been there all the way, bro. It's
Correct.
never changed. Like, whenever I tell management, like, hey, can we increase it? It's like, no, everybody's paying the same. So I never understood how this template came out. But now that you mentioned that you guys can advise the youngsters and newcomers, I'm very glad. So upcoming DJs, if you're watching the show, there is a template, there is advice out there. AOS, Ministry of DJs, they can advise you accordingly. Or best still, collaborate with them and do something with them.
Okay, before we end this stream, okay,
we got to get you on set, huh? I hope you're prepared.
Correct. Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, do check out our Facebook page. Hashtag keep clubbing alive. Okay, so support our live streams every Friday and Saturday 11 p.m. So any DJs out there, if you want to play on our platform, right, just drop us a WhatsApp.
You will see all the details in this video, guys. So big shout out to the guys from Ministry of DJs, bro. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having
Now
me.
I'm waiting to hear you play, and everybody is waiting to hear you play. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna switch back into the main room and bring my man Gemstarr on set. Thank you for tuning into the therapy room. We are live and loud right here from Ministry of DJs. See you in the main room, guys.
jam is pumping. Look at the crowd jumping. 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 Get the party going on the dance floor. Your body, my body, everybody move your body. Your body, my body, everybody move your body. Your body, my body, everybody move your body. Your body, my body, everybody. Everybody. Do you wanna have fun? Do you wanna party? Do you wanna party?